what a night it's going to be on Saturday night at the NFL Honors. Larry Fitzgerald is one of the finalists for the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award from Nationwide. And he is right here at Super Bowl 51 on our set. Good to see you, Larry Fitzgerald.
Great to see you too, Rich.
What does this mean, man, that you're a finalist for this Walter Payton?
It's truly an honor. You know, I'm so humbled. You know, a lot of times attention is paid to guys who are unfortunately not doing things that are viewed to the public as good, and attention is paid to that. But it's really nice to be recognized for something that you do off the field, for a commitment, and be around guys like Eli Manning and Greg Olsen and the other 29 guys who won, Walter Payton Man of the Year for their teams, respectively. It means a great deal. Nationwide has done an unbelievable job of raising the profile. They're giving over $800,000 over the last 3 years to nonprofit organizations, and it's just great to be a part of it.
Did you ever meet Walter?
I did not.
Not even as a ball boy?
No.
You never were able to come across paths with him?
No, I never met him.
Yeah, I met him a few times, just only a handful of times.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you already know this already, the fact that you've even been put in the same sentence as this guy and what he meant and what he did off the field.
Yeah.
It's truly unbelievable. And you got Eli in there too,
Yes.
with Greg Olsen,
Yes.
and the three of you together are just perfect names and faces to be part of that.
Thank you.
No, thank you is basically what I wanted to say, and just bring that up. What would you tell Julio Jones going into this game? I mean, we just at the top of our segment saw that mad dash for the end zone that you had that put Arizona up in the Super Bowl with mere minutes to go. What would you tell Julio about this?
Just stay the course and expect the unexpected. This weekend, he's probably going to see some looks that he hasn't seen this year. They're going to do some things that he's probably unfamiliar with. Giving Coach Belichick 2 weeks to prepare for the most dominant, offensive force in the league. He's going to have some things up his sleeve. So I tell him not to get frustrated early if the ball's not coming his way, because he will have his opportunities. There will be times when they have to single him up. There will be some pressure, and he'll have some chances to make his plays, but just be patient.
What about you in that game? Because all we keep hearing, we even had Sean Payton on before. He mentioned this. Michael Irvin mentioned this when he talked about his first appearance in the Super Bowl, that the first 2-3 series, your eyes are just so wide that it's just an out-of-body experience that you're playing in the Super Bowl, that it takes a difficult time to adjust. Did you
for sure. There's nothing regular about playing in the game, from the TV commercials being, it seems like 5 minutes, all the stoppers, the rotating balls in and out of the game. There's a lot of things that are not normal to you. And I think that you just have to be able to block all that noise out and be able to focus on your job. You have to realize at the end of the day, you're just playing football. This is the same game you've been playing since you were 6 years old. And, just try to relax. And so once you're able to grasp that and be able to kind of just calm down, then the game kind of slows down for you.
Larry Fitzgerald here on the Rich Eisen Show. What do you think happens Sunday? Who do you like in this Super Bowl 51, Larry?
I don't ever go against Tom Brady too often in these type of situations. Playing his 7th Super Bowl versus Matt Ryan, playing in his first experience, definitely is going to have a key factor in this. Obviously Atlanta's been playing lights out offensively throughout this course of the playoffs. But just the experience that the Patriots have, what they're able to do defensively, I think it's going to probably give Matt Ryan and the Falcons a little bit of trouble, but they're going to still be a high potent offense.
And Saturday night is a potential. It's a special night, but also potentially for you, not only with this award, but Kurt. We might hear his name going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. What was that like playing with him, and what did he mean to you and the Cardinals franchise?
Well, Kurt led us to a Super Bowl appearance in 2008, and I've had some unbelievable times on the field, but that all pales in comparison to the experience that I've had with him off the field as a man. I've learned a great deal about humility, respect, compassion, and so many wonderful things from him and Brenda. And so I know it would mean a great deal for him to be having his name called and announced on Saturday. And this as a friend, I really want to see him in because he's paid his dues. He deserves an opportunity.
And you said this week that you're planning on playing this fall, right?
Yes, sir.
Is this your last? Is this it?
I don't know if it's going to be my last, but I'm definitely committed to play this season at my best and do everything in my power to try to help us get this chance to hoist that Lombardi Trophy next season in Minneapolis.
So what is going through your mind when you're making these decisions? Why? I mean, you walked up on the stage, didn't see many hits, and you're giddy up. You're as at the top of your game as you've ever been. You went through an adjustment when Bruce Arians came in with that offense, and you're now clearly a fixture within it. Why are you going through a process of wondering if this is it for you, Larry?
Well, late in the season, you're so banged up. You're just drained mentally, psychologically. Then the season not going the way you had hoped. Finishing 7, 8, and 1. I mean, it's like you can't go out like that, especially with the talent that we have. David Johnson's emergence as a true threat as an MVP this year, and then you have Patrick Peterson and Tyrann Mathieu and Chandler Jones. There's so much talent on our team. I would hate to have any regret walking away too early, knowing what we have in front of us, and I'm committed for this season. I know Coach Arians is committed, and we got to go out there and give it the best we have.
Should we assume that Coach Arians is committed? You're committed. Does that mean Carson Palmer comes back too?
We don't know yet. I talked to Carson a few days ago. We didn't talk one bit about football
at all.
Not one bit. No.
Is that normal?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's like your buddy. You talk about whatever. He's got 4 children. He's been skiing and having a good time up on the mountain, and just kind of decompressing and enjoying his family time. And that's what this time is for now. Nobody's rushing him or trying to get what he's trying to do. We just want him to take his time and make a decision that's best for him.
Because I would imagine part of your decision to come back would be predicated on making sure you had a chance to come to this game next year,
yes.
Super Bowl 52, as opposed to maybe a new quarterback or certainly maybe bringing a veteran in.
I'm hopefully optimistic that Big 3 will be back.
Okay.
But like I said, we don't want to put any pressure on him to make a decision.
And you mentioned Tyrann Mathieu. I want to hit that here a little bit. Walk me through what you've seen from him and what you thought you might have known about him when he came to the team and what he has become.
Well, Ty, when he first got to Arizona, he's very quiet. A guy who's just wanted to come in and play ball. He had been through some things, and most of the things that you ever heard about Ty are not even true. The guy is a punctual cat. He's focused on his details. He loves to play the game. He's a great teammate, and somebody you like to be around in the locker room and on the field. And so, this year, unfortunately, he got nicked up a few times. Last year, coming off a devastating injury at the end of the year, but he's still a defensive MVP type player. He's going to be around Arizona for a very long time, making big plays for us, and we just want to see him back healthy.
A couple of years ago, you said you'd do a Boardwalk Empire cameo. That show's no longer around.
Yeah,
and I know that you're still focused on football, but if you had to choose one show that you'd raise your hand and say, I would do a cameo on that show right now, well, what would it be, Larry Fitzgerald? What are you watching?
And I'm a big Game of Thrones. That's the only really one that I really, really watch a lot. But there would be no place for me. There would be no place for me in there.
In Game of Thrones?
No.
Why? What are you talking about?
As a black man on Game of Thrones, where would I be? Where would I be?
Come on now. I don't know. I mean, hanging out with the mother of
There's no place for brothers in
Westeros, man. No place for brothers in Westeros has just been dropped by Larry Fitzgerald. All right, well, let's break ground. Let's break ground.
If you can make it happen, I'll do it.
Okay. Hey, look, congratulations on being part of the final trio of the nationwide Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award. Go to NFL.com/Man of the Year to learn more about the award, Larry Fitzgerald, and the nearly $800,000 of donations over the past 3 years that have been represented by the nominees, donated to various causes. Thanks for coming on.
I appreciate you having me.
Good luck to you. Don't be a stranger, okay?
Yes, sir.
Larry Fitzgerald right here on The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.